Hi, my name is Justin Loria, and today I'm going to show you how to do a roll-in on a quarter pipe. Now, the easiest and safest way to start a run from the top of a quarter pipe is to rest your tail on the deck like this and drop in. But if you start to get bored of doing it that way and you want to start your run with a little extra style, you can do a roll-in instead. As you learn this trick, take your time with each practice step and try not to progress too quickly since, while it's certainly possible to fail at it without getting hurt, you'll be dropping from a little bit higher than you're used to, and if you don't fall properly, you could sustain an injury. However, if you skate mostly within your ability level and slowly push your boundaries as you progress, you should be able to handle the new challenges without any problem. Alright, so now to get started, first you want to make sure that you're extremely comfortable rolling off of curbs and ledges. For a video covering that topic, you can click the link above or in the description below. A really useful practice step for roll-ins is to practice rolling off of a curb with a little bit of a lip on it like this one has. This is similar to what you're going to be rolling over at the top of a quarter pipe, so practice keeping your front wheels in the air and make sure to take the weight off of your back wheels and give them a really good nudge just as they come into contact with the bump at the end so your board doesn't get stuck. Once you're comfortable with rolling off of a curb, you can move on to the second practice step, which you'll perform on a flat ramp. For this practice step, rather than just rolling over the top of the ramp like you normally would, try to simulate what it would be like if the ramp was a quarter pipe instead. So as you approach the top corner of the ramp, lift your front wheels up like before and nudge your back wheels over the edge with enough force to send them into the air as they roll over it. Once the back wheels have cleared the top edge, slam both sets of wheels down onto the slanted part of the ramp and lean forward enough to compensate for the fact that the angle of the ground you're rolling on has changed dramatically. Once you get the hang of doing this, you can start to approach the ramp at an angle with your back facing the bottom of the ramp and turn into the maneuver with a frontside rotation like this. Not only is it rare to find a mini ramp with a deck long enough for you to approach straight on, but it'll also be easier for you to land more towards the top of the ramp if you reduce the amount of momentum you have in this direction as you enter the move. Some people prefer to approach roll-ins from the other side and use a backside rotation like this, but in my opinion, the front side rotation is easier, so I would recommend starting with that one first. If you're able to find an obstacle at your skate park that looks like this, it's going to be another really good way to practice your roll-ins, as it'll help you get used to the feeling of rolling off of the edge of something, having your wheels go into the air, and then landing on a steeper incline. Once you're feeling confident that you have the motion down on flat ramps, it's time to take it to a quarter pipe. As you roll slowly alongside the coping in preparation to do the trick, start to lean your body toward the inside of the ramp like you would if you were doing a frontside carve in a bowl. This will help redirect your momentum in the right direction and put you in the mindset of being on the inside of the ramp before you actually send your board over the edge. Just like you did on the flat ramp, hold your front wheels up and give your back wheels a nudge right as they come into contact with the coping to help them get over the bump without getting stuck. Once your back wheels are clear, slam all four wheels down on the inside part of the ramp and roll to the bottom, leaning forward and keeping your eyes focused on where you're heading rather than down at the board. If you've been on the fence about trying this move out, I hope this video gives you the confidence and the information you need to go ahead and give it a shot, because once you get it, you'll see that it's really fun, and also it opens up a lot of opportunities for tricks you'll be able to do in the future. Make sure to like the video and share it with a friend if you think they could learn something from it, and as usual guys, never stop improving.